More than 2,000 years ago, one man dared to ask the biggest questions of all. What is truth? What makes life good? What is the purpose of existence? His name was Aristotle, the teacher of kings, the father of logic, and the mind that built the foundation of Western thought. But behind the legend was a man, curious, flawed, and deeply human. Aristotle was born in 384 BC in the small Greek town of Stagira. His father was a royal doctor, and from a young age, Aristotle was surrounded by science, medicine, and questions. He left home to study at Plato's Academy in Athens, the most famous school in the world. Plato saw something special in him, a restless mind that wouldn't stop asking, why? While others repeated what they were told, Aristotle challenged everything. He wanted to observe, test, and understand the real world, not just dream about ideals. Aristotle didn't study one subject, he studied everything: logic, biology, politics, art, ethics, physics. He believed that knowledge was connected, that to understand one thing, you must understand all things. He dissected fish and birds to learn how life worked. He watched the stars to understand the heavens. He asked, what makes people happy? What makes a good society? His curiosity was infinite. He once said, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. In his later years, Aristotle was invited to Macedonia to teach a young prince named Alexander, the boy who would become Alexander the Great. For 7 years, Aristotle taught him philosophy, science, and leadership. He didn't just train a warrior, he shaped a thinker. He told Alexander, to rule others, you must first rule yourself. Their lessons under the trees of Mieza became legendary. A teacher and a student who would change the world in very different ways. When Aristotle returned to Athens, he founded his own school, the Lyceum. There, he and his students collected books, studied nature, and recorded every form of knowledge they could find. It became one of the first great libraries in history. But after Alexander's death, Athens turned against Macedonians, and Aristotle was forced to flee. He said, I will not allow the city to sin twice against philosophy. A bitter reference to the execution of Socrates. He died in exile, but his ideas lived on, silently shaping the world that came after. Aristotle taught that truth isn't found in the stars, but in the details of life. He showed the world how to think, not what to think. From the way we reason to the way we study science, his fingerprints are still everywhere. Over 2,000 years later, we still stand on the shoulders of his questions. He proved that the greatest journey is not conquering the world, but understanding it. And that is why Aristotle remains the mind that shaped the world. Please like and subscribe for more content that explores the greatest minds of our past. We'll see you in the next video.